What's going on, guys? I'm just playing. So I couldn't find the original video that I copied these settings from. I was gonna show it to y'all, but I couldn't find it, so I'm just gonna try and recreate it. Yeah, I'm saying. All right. Here's some ammo. I'm very particular. I need the max. All right. What? Why is he hurt? All right, so we're gonna really focus on the ALC settings. When you turn that on, it turns all this stuff here off, so none of this stuff here will matter. Dead zone, um, it basically determines when the game will react to you moving your analog stick, and this kind of helps prevent dead zone or stick drift. So like if one of your analogs is going bad, and it's kind of just moving like this when you're not even touching the game, that helps prevent that. So I keep mine at 9. Outer threshold, I keep it at 2. Response curve, I keep that at 7. And this just basically just helps. It kind of It kind of assists the dead zone. It just makes it all feel smooth. So your yaw and pitch, yaw is up and down, pitch is left and right. I keep them at 320. You guys can, of course, change this depending on how you feel. Whatever makes you comfortable. I like a decent speed while I'm moving around. So yeah, I keep those there. All this stuff I keep at 0. The extra, it kind of just helps you get to this point faster. So it's like minuscule, like really small details, but like you don't really need them, you know. So that's why I keep them at 0. So this is where all the good stuff happens. This is how you basically get aim bots on controller. So your ADS yaw and pitch, you want those pretty low. You could do like 70. I wouldn't go lower than 70. You do want to have some movement speed in case a character is strafing in your face, which they're going to be doing, strafing in your face. So I keep mine at 80, and I keep the turning. You want to put the turning all the way at max. So what this does is it makes it so like if you're just ADSing just regularly, just looking around, it's at the max speed because your turning is maxed out. But when you go to look at an enemy, it like snaps on them, right? See how like slow it is moving around him, but like when I get away, it's fast. But when I get around him, it slows down. You're basically cranking your aim assist to the max. Now, of course, you're not a god. It's not going to aim for you. You do gotta control the recoil of the gun. Recoil for the guns are all different. Um, you know that the 99. Eh, I don't know why I did that. That's with me without touching or trying to control the recoil. So it can kick up a good bit. If you're controlling the recoil, it won't kick up that much. You gotta still do that, but with your aim assist cranked up like this, you don't really have to do that much controlling. It's really going to be a beam. You know what I mean? So those are the pros. The cons really, I guess like if you're up close, of course they're going to be moving around, strafing, jumping, all that stuff. You don't really want to be aimed down sights. You shouldn't be aimed down the sights in this game anyways when you're this close to an enemy. You should really be hip firing. But like for those, if you do aim down sights this close, just know that it's going to have a lot of drag. It's going to be real slow because your ADS is on 70 or 80. So it's going to be slow. If they're moving real quick, you're not going to be able to follow that great. You're not going to be able to track them. Um, so like I mean, depending on you, you could turn this up more if you feel comfortable with that. If you need that, if you like the ADS when you're close to somebody, you could turn it up. But really, like in Apex, it's like the hip fire in this game is actually really good. See, like it's weird. Like the bullets just they kind of just go into the body of the person. So you should really just be hip firing. Just know like when you're hip firing, it's not going to be. Of course, you're not ADSing. So none of this right here is going to be in effect. This is what's going to be in effect. So it's going to be pretty quick if you have it up high. So like if you're uh, in a heated fight, just know that your stuff is going to be moving kind of quick. I mean, you still will have some aim assist, but it's really going to be kind of fast if you have your look controls high. So just know that. I just try to, I guess, practice, and you should try. What? So aside from that, ramp ups, just like up here, keep that at 0. You keep these on. That's basically your aim assist. And optics, I don't use any of these, like the sniper optics. Maybe if I'm using a charged rifle, but even then, I'd probably be using it 3 times on a charged rifle, more than anything. So that's why I adjusted these a little bit. But it's up to y'all. It's up to your own, whatever you want to do. What was that? But of course you don't need to have the ALC controls on. You can, if you're comfortable with this, the regular aiming, do that. Just know that you're not going to have the same amount of control. Or I guess like you'll have control, but like you won't be able to have both things at once, right? Like how I can look up here super quick and it gets real slow on the enemy. You won't have both of those at the same time if you're using the regular controls, because your look sense is going to be that, your ADS sense is just going to be that. So if you have it on 4, it's going to be 4 up here and 4 down here, right? And look, like I can kind of move around him. It's not magnetizing as well as it did in the ALC settings. And you saw how I was still able to kill him, but I mean, like I kicked off hard to the left. Like you're gonna have to do some correcting if you're using the regular settings, a lot more than you would if you're using the ALC settings that I just showed. Now you could turn down the sense, of course. I think most people usually have it like default, and it'll help it so that you don't have to see, like pretty much it stayed on the body of the enemy, right? Yeah, so like you can get a good beam off, but like again, like it's gonna be 3 up here too. Like that's the fastest it's gonna go. So you won't be able to get both. So again, with these settings, you'll basically be at a 3 ADS when you're actually on the enemy, but then you'll have like the highest setting looking around. So you can be like, oh, there's a dude over there. Shoot him up a little bit. Maybe kill him, hopefully. And then, oh snap, there's somebody over here too. And then you can kill him. You wouldn't really be able to do that with the normal look controls. So that's pretty much it. Alright.